What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, we got another investment review. I want to go ahead and go over a couple of cards that I've just recently started to get into, and I'm even myself, I'm not even 100% sure if this one's gonna hit, but I feel like if some of these hit, they are gonna hit very hard, and they are also gonna probably hit maybe pretty soon, because we do have a lot of synchro support kind of coming out, and I know we have a new tuner, I believe, that's gonna be coming out, and I just feel that there's a whole bunch of stuff to get into. There's a lot of these other things. There's even things that Konami might want to try to clean up on the ban list. So let me just go ahead and get into these cards. There's 4 cards I want to go over this time, and there's 3 cards that I'm really gonna start investing in, trying to get a couple copies as fast as possible. And then the last card is going to be investment win. We're gonna talk about a card that I talked about previously, in an investment review, and then we're gonna talking about like how much it went up. So if you like what we do here, please feel free to like and subscribe. If not, it's all cool. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Want to do a giveaway at all the major milestones. So yeah, let's just go to get into it. Try to get the video to like 20 likes. Just trying, starting off small. Just trying to work my way up here. So let's go to get into it. Excel Stardust Synchro Dragon. This one right here, it was really high when it first came out, and then it had a huge dip down here, and it's now pretty much plateauing, holding at the $17 price point. You have one right here for $16.79, but after that there's $17.84. So Maze of Memories, it's not like the greatest set. It's not like bad, but it's also just not amazing. Like, there isn't just these off the wall crazy reprints you need. There's nothing like really super wild to go after. They have a lot of cool little like little niche cards, and they have all this like really other stuff, but there's nothing, but like there isn't really anything that's super meta defining right now. The keyword is right now. I think a meta-defining card from that set could be XL Synchro Stardust Dragon, especially with some of the new support that's going to be like coming out. You have a lot of you just have like a lot of different possibilities, and even though this card is holding kind of like a pretty high of a price point, so this is a high spot to go into, but I feel like these right here, just the ultra rares, could double in price if everything goes crazy. But the one that I really I wanted to bring up this one. Here we go. I wanted to bring up the collector's rare, because this one right here probably has even more potential. It started off at 140, dipped down to 85, which would have been the better price point. I wish I would have kind of thought about it sooner, but they're now starting to go up. They're right here at 95, 100, $100. Yeah, so we're looking at about $100 to $105 for this card right now for the collector rare. I feel like the collector's rare could, like I said, if the deck takes off and synchro becomes a thing, this right here, we could be looking at a $250 to $300 collector's rare. Maybe like 170 to 250, probably more of a comfortable spot. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes 250 plus, over doubling the price, just because of how little of Maze of Memories was probably open. Like, I know there is Maze of Memories out there, and I know that people are opening it, but it isn't like people are going out there busting it open en masse right now. So this right here could be a potential, whether it's the collector's rare or the ultra rare, could possibly go up. So I'd be keeping my eyes open for Excel Synchron Dragon. I ended up picking up all the copies at my locals and all the copies that people had, so I just went ham. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes, this thing right here. So I haven't thought about this card in an extremely long time. It has a lot, and I didn't even realize that it had all these printing. I didn't know it had a common printing. I knew it had a super rare printing because I remembered from the calendar. But I thought that, okay, it probably only has the ultra rare and then the super rare, but it does have a common. I ended up putting it on here anyway because I picked up some super rare versions, and I picked up a couple ultra rares. This right here, like, if you don't know the effect of this card, I'll just read it off real quick. If there are no monsters on the field, you can special summon this card from your hand. It's a level 3 monster. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no cards, you can special summon this card from your hand as a level 4 monster. So, and then if this card leaves the field, it is banished instead. It is a tuner. So, it essentially could be a level 3 tuner, a level 4 tuner, or a level 5 tuner, because the card is inherently a level 5 monster, and it is able to special summon itself depending on the field condition, and then depending on the field condition, it'll be a 3 or 4. So this right here could like, depending on your condition, could be manipulated into a 3, a 4, or a 5. So like it is a little difficult because it kind of seems like you're gonna only really have a 3 or a 4, but going second, being able to have like a nice level 4 tuner, could be, like, it could be a really big, like, it could be a game changer. And then also even having like a level 3 tuner, like, even if you can't, because even though 4 is like the more ideal number to make it easier to go into 8s, being able to have like a free level 3 tuner could really help you excel your plays. So if there is a resurgence of some synchro play, I do see Kakudo as a potential card. You have okay, let me go back into it. I want to go over the price. So this guy is super cheap. You got near mid first ed 74 cents. They're all under $1 right now. So I'll probably pick up 9. I probably want to get 9 copies of the original. I wanted to get more originals, but I couldn't find. I found a few originals, like 1 or 2 ultras, and then like a play set of these. So I want to make sure I want to get my hands. I want to go back to maybe go to Frank's, get my hands on just pure first edition, try as near mint as I can of these, because I really feel like these could be some really cool tech options. Like, and like they're wing beast. So like, maybe they don't have like the full synergy. It feels like a dark warrior or something, or earth warrior. Maybe it'd be really cool. But at the same time, having a free summon, and then having a free summon that could be a 3 or a 4, depending if you go first or second, could really help some of those synchro decks. So keep an eye out for this card and just pick them up if you see them. Satellite Synchron. This is a card where I keep mixing this up with Satellite Warrior. Like, every time I see Satellite Warrior, I'm like, oh, Satellite Warrior's up, and then I keep thinking it's Satellite Synchron. So I actually have like a stack of these, because like at one point I was like, oh man, these are good, and I put them all to the side, and so I have these freaking stacks. But now I think this potentially might be its time. So if your monster is special summoned from your graveyard, except during the damp step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you have a Synchro monster with Warrior, Synchron, or Stardust, its original name, on your side of the field, you can make this card become a level 4 until the end of this turn. So you can only use each effect once per turn. So this is like another way to level manipulate your tuner to become a level 4, but it also is a extender, like, so like, if and like when you're doing like a synchro engine, there's a lot of monsters that'll be special summoned from the graveyard. So and this one right here is a dark level 2 machine tuner. So this one does have a little bit more going for it than like that, for example, the Kakudo duo, because it's a wing beast and a wind. This one has like this one is the dark and level 2. Like, these like a lower ones are really easy to work if you're trying to synchro up. You want like the lower ones to kind of do the synchro up plays, because a lot of them are like kind of in the 5s. But at the same time, you have the ability to turn yourself into a level 4 if you have a Stardust, a Warrior, or a Synchron monster in its original name. So this right here has really good synergy with the deck, to where no matter which combo line that you use, or which monster is on the field, you're able to manipulate its level to make it a level 4, to be able to get that level 4 benefit. They're super cheap right now. They're 35. They're in the 40 cents right now. I would get like a full on 9 copies. Just have these, because you never know. There's only, I think there's 2 versions of it. There's a common version. So yeah, so you got the common version, and then you have the super rare version. I would just get these super rare versions. Maybe they'll go to like $3. They could like I said, if you could get these for like $1 a set, and then they go to $3 each, that's like it's a pretty good margin right there. So I probably want to get these sooner before they go up. Before they potentially go up. This is all potential and speculation. These also could be good. There's a possibility that they can be used, but maybe they're not used at 3, and the price doesn't even jump up. So like, I could I could be wrong at the amount of copies they might use, or maybe I might be wrong on how useful it is. Maybe it's just like a part of the engine that's there, but it's not as important, so it just ends up not being as as picked up. Maybe they cut it. So yeah, this is all very much speculation. Same thing with this one right here. In the beginning, they like people might see this is really good. It might shoot up for a few days, and then they might realize it sucks, and they just drop it. So a lot of these cards are just speculation. These are not. This is not something you should really. This is not. You don't necessarily have to take all this to heart. But like I said, if you agree, if you agree with what I say, or maybe you're kind of on the same lines, or maybe you feel the same about another card that does the same thing, you kind of take the principle of what I say and apply it to that card. So yeah, it's all, yeah, this is all just really, just to kind of get, ideas bouncing off the head. All right, and then the last card I want to talk about is Psychic and Punisher. It's a little bit bittersweet for me because when these were at $9, I told people to pick these up. They were like a little under this price. I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna pick up like 9 copies. I only got like 2 copies of this card, and I was very angry because someone has 25 of them at 24. They were a little higher. They were like almost in the 30. They were like 29, $30, but now they've kind of calmed down a little bit. Now they're 24, $25. So yeah, like because like the Punk engine started to creep back into the meta, creep back into Rogue, and this hasn't got its reprint, and it's just it is a really good card, very hard to out, and if you're running the Punk engine, this is like the best card to end on. So yeah, it was a call that I made, but I was just focused on so many other things that I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna slowly get it eventually. I'll probably maybe around this time by now I would have had 9 copies. But man, I had my 2, and then I look, and then I'm like, oh, they're 30. Come man, and so I posted them, but yeah, I missed out on a lot of money right now. So this is something right here where if you had some, or if you listened and you were like, yeah, maybe I'll go get a few copies, they are up right now. I would go ahead and post them before they start to drop, because the Punk engine is good, but it's not necessarily going to be the best engine there, so you never know when these might come back down to earth. All right, guys, that's it for the video. If you like everything, please feel free to like and subscribe. That's it, guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one.